right, so welcome to Chop It Up for this, the very last Tuesday of 2022. We made it, y'all. We got all the way to December. It's come too far to turn back now.
Turn back now. Nine
My
and
name is
nine and a
Kevin.
half won't do.
Hey, Clark Sisters or Escape? Which version is better?
Oh, Clark Sisters.
I like Hezekiah's version.
The only reason why
Hezekiah's remake version.
Yes.
the only reason why I would put it is because he just repeats it over and over.
Yeah. Well, that's the Hezekiah production.
I was about to say, but that is
That
his
it?
formula, and it has made him a
And it's worked.
multi-millionaire.
It's
Yep.
worked.
All right, so my name is Kevin, host of the podcast, and we have these conversations all the time, off the cuff, off the top of the dome, unscripted for your entertainment, enjoyment, and always what? Just because we can.
Because we can.
Let the fellas introduce themselves, and we will jump into today's topic.
Tari Watkins, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Happy to be here with the fellas. Closing this one out, the last one of the year. So, y'all buckle up, because it's probably we're gonna rehash some things that we thought are smoothed over, but nah,
Maybe you
we're
forgot
thinking about it. That's right.
Yep.
Darian Lewis, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and as always, very happy to be here.
All right. So, just real quick, guys, did you no harm, no foul, right? As far as me pointing out the weather that we have going on here. I mean, I was just watching on TikTok and on IG Reels. I just saw people sliding. I saw people on hands and knees trying to get up the stairs, because of the ice. And
you got to do it better than that, Darren. You got.
Again, it was from the heart. I just wanted to point out that unless you have
Which part of your heart, though? A heart has different chambers. I need to know which part of your heart that was from. I don't think it was from the compassionate side or the empathetic side at all. I don't think so.
No, I could say, because I'm saying, if you look at what I said, unless you have a God-given assignment and mandate to be where you are, you have options. I'm just pointing that out. Some people don't feel that they have options. I'm saying if God has not told you specifically, stay your behind there, you have options. I'm here on assignment. I deal with 105.
So this was your public service announcement.
Weather,
was that what you're saying? Yeah.
Because I'm on assignment. I know my assignment. But if your assignment is not my assignment, if your assignment is flexible, you have options.
That's it.
The compassionate part of me that suffered through the blizzards of Chicago, who would ride the train in negative 49-degree weather, who knows what long john underwear is. That compassionate side of me is saying, not everybody has to suffer through that.
Long John's unions, as they used to call it when I was a kid. I don't know where unions came from, but yeah.
And listen, if I ever go to Phoenix and see Long John's in anyone's store,
why?
That's what I'm saying. I'll be like,
why?
Was that an accidental ship?
Right. Have these been on a
and so now you can't send them back. You got to sell them.
Right. Everything must go.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Absolutely.
So this episode is all about, since it's the last episode of the year, we thought we'd take some time and just talk about the lessons that we've learned, or sometimes the lessons that we got reminded of. So this is kind of a look back show, look back as far as what we've learned or what we think other people have learned. One of the first things I think that was a major thing that somebody learned this year was don't mess with Mike Tyson on an airplane.
Oh, that's number one.
I think that's one of the things that people may have forgotten, but he messed around.
He's still Mike Tyson.
And he found out. Yeah.
Oh, and he will forever be Mike Tyson. Now, Father Time is eventually going to win, but I'm not testing that theory as far as
not no time soon.
Or not. No, no, not even close.
If
I'm not even testing it. I'm not even testing it once he's in the grave, because he might have some reflexes.
Kevin said it may still be
Rigor
rigor mortis might set in. He just
one last time. Pah!
Listen. Oh man, that is hilarious. But that's the absolute truth. Yeah. Even if you kind of follow Mike,
Mhm.
they show his workout
Yes.
when his trainers are backing off.
Yes.
And he's done, and the trainer's taking off the glove. Like, dude.
Yes. He still brings the heat. Seriously.
Man, listen. Yeah, that's someone you just don't want to. I don't care.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't matter.
No,
I'm not doing it.
And you kept messing with him, and you kept messing with him. Yeah,
It's your fault.
You asked
And
for
an
it.
enclosed space.
Yes.
You asked for
It's
that.
not like I'm messing with him and I'm testing my speed versus his speed. It's not like I'm testing him and there's a car running right next to me that we can just hop in. We're in an enclosed space, thousands of feet in the air. Yeah.
And you're on the inside seat.
Inside.
You
It
can't
ain't
even
like you
run.
can leave. It ain't like you can sprint for it.
And if I'm not mistaken, the person that was sitting next to the person didn't get up.
Would you?
I probably would have got up if Mike Tyson was whooping the dog snot out of somebody right next to me.
I don't want to get hit by a straight fist. I'm
But
just
the
saying.
only thing they did was this.
Hey, I would have been like this.
Yeah, right.
Leaned it all the way back.
Other than that, you just see jaws clapping and neck snapping. That's it.
See, I don't think the footage caught it, but Mike did say something to him right before he hit him. It went, "Go to sleep." That was y'all. I don't think the mic picked it up, but just real subtle. Go to sleep. That's it, and he did.
Yeah, night.
Just
The next time you're conscious will be when we land.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. It's a 7-hour flight.
Yep.
I got your melatonin right here. Melatonin right here.
Man, yeah, man.
Listen.
Speaking along the same lines, something that I didn't learn until yesterday. Well, I kind of knew it, but we actually saw it in action. Was never prank a sister by pulling out her weave. I don't know if we can show that, Kev. People may not know.
We can find it,
brother.
She put that boy
to sleep.
The way he was laying there, like he was blissful sleep. Like,
bro, he was done counting sheep.
Like,
he was out.
He was dreaming about ice cream and candy cane, and he was asleep.
Brother was playing shoots and ladders in his dreams.
He was knocked.
Night.
Clean out.
I was like, did they enhance this video? Because the slap.
Dude, the sound alone. I was like, is this real? First, I'm like, was this staged? But I'm like, no, that follow through and
no. And the way he just laid on old boy.
Here we go. In case you all have not seen it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no sound.
Oh, somebody bring this man something.
Oh, you gotta do it again.
Oh, somebody bring this man something.
All right.
That just hurts. Just hurts.
Yeah, Morrison, the guy from Tyson being intoxicated did help those blows, but nothing helped old boy who just got slapped by that girl.
Oh no, nothing could help him. Nothing. Oh, that boy's taking ibuprofen for the next week.
All I could think of was, he doesn't look like he was around anyone that understood. Never touch a black woman's hair,
and then pull it,
much less pull on anything.
You pull out the extension ponytail.
Yeah.
The brother beside him couldn't warn him.
He probably didn't know.
Oh, he might have had it in for him.
No,
you know what? He probably set him up.
You know what? We need to go. We need to roll
I
back.
dare you. I dare you to go ahead.
Double dare you.
Pull her hair. I
You
dare
ain't
you.
gonna do it.
Pull it.
You
You
ain't
ain't
gonna do it.
Pull it.
Man
I'll
up,
do
brother.
it.
Man up. Let's go. What she gonna do? What she gonna do?
Man, them girls ain't gonna do nothing. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got you.
Knowing full well. Yeah.
Matter of fact, he went. What was crazy was the look that dude had on his face when it came off. Was like,
I just messed up. I just messed up.
what does this mean?
That was the moment that Billy realized he done effed up.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Bruh.
Yeah,
That was
yeah. He probably even. I can see him like looking down, walking, and just runs into a group of black women. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Just trying to walk around.
He's gonna be traumatized for a long
For the rest
time.
of his life.
You talking about triggers? Yeah. He gonna
Mhm.
walk through a store and see a weave and gonna cry. He's just
I want my mama.
he can't brush a horse. He can't do anything for the rest of his life. He is not gonna be if he's got a girl, he ain't doing her hair,
Mm-mm.
nothing.
No,
He's done.
no.
It's a wrap.
Nope. That was messed up.
It was
Have
great.
cameras set up
Lessons
on his
learned.
daughter's hair just to make sure that it's growing out and it's actually her hair that's growing out. Just time
Even
lapse
worse.
photography.
Oh man, yeah. Wife is
Oh.
brushing the hair. Babe, is that real? I just make sure is that real?
I just want to make sure it's real before I touch it.
Is that real? All right.
Mhm.
Okay. You sure? Yeah.
Whether
Messed
it was
up.
real or not, either way, he was going to get slapped.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
he's going to get slapped.
Yeah. True.
Just
Facts.
don't do it.
Don't.
Just don't.
You know what? Things we don't know when we're that age, though, man. There's just sometimes we're just stupid. I'm just going to be honest.
Or you just have no access
You don't
to
have-
the culture.
No idea.
Because that was, I think I told y'all, one of my fights in grade school was, ooh, cool. No. Mm-mm. And mine is real. Mine is real. But don't matter. Don't
No, it
do
doesn't matter.
that.
Not even close.
Don't do it.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Mm-mm.
First of all, kid, you are way sheltered. What we talking about? The 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah. You way too sheltered. Number one. Number one. All right. You need to go home and be mad at your parents.
Yeah, that's their fault.
They set you up for that.
Morris says, I'm in favor of a purge just to set folks straight. Trump has given some people a false sense of bravado.
Bro.
Well, that goes back to one of our shows when we had to pick one. One had. Oh yeah,
One gotta go?
Yeah, one got to go.
No, was it this or that, I think. Either or.
It
something
was
like that.
4 of them, and Purge was one of the ones. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had to-
Yeah,
we had to pick the
It was
one.
Alien
that-
Invasion, and yeah, I remember.
Alien
Yeah,
Invasion, the
Purge,
Purge.
Yeah, I forgot what the other one was.
Some type of sickness that eliminates half the population or something like that.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a few things.
There was a few of them.
Did any of us pick the Purge? Did we keep the Purge? I don't remember if we did or didn't. I think
Honestly,
we
I
did.
can't remember.
I think we did because we
I
were
think
like,
mine
you know,
was down to
Purge.
mine was down to the Alien Invasion or the Purge, I believe. I can't honestly. I don't remember which one I picked because I was up in the air with both of them. I don't
Okay.
remember which one I picked.
yeah, I remember one
Can
of
we
us
roll
picked
back
the
that
Purge.
tape? Roll back that tape.
I know, right?
Find that card again real quick.
Because we rolled. Somebody picked the Purge because they were like, you know what? No, it was you, Tori, wasn't it? You said I got enough ammunition. I got a fighting chance.
That's right. You know what? I said I know people. That's right. I did
Right.
because I got. I mean, I got at least.
You can make
1,200 round. I got
Yeah,
1,200
you can make some
rounds
things
right now.
happen. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
How long is this? 24 hours? Okay. All right. I think we can do it. Yeah. You taking a few folks?
I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly what I'm
Mhm.
taking.
Mhm.
Hey, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 plus the dude's house that I'm going to. They got at least 7. I mean, well, he and his wife, they both. So yeah, he helped me build my AR.
I love how you tried to like kind of even it
I
out.
did, but I saw your face. You
Well,
like,
Well, here's the thing. It didn't make it any better. Well, you know, him and his wife. You know, they both.
It didn't
They
make it
both.
better. It didn't make it any
They're
better.
both pulling.
Oh, and I forgot. If I add Kia to the mix, that's a whole nother weapon.
Just stop. Just stop.
Hey.
Just stop. Let me tell you something. If I got enough time to get to you, something going
Hey,
down.
let's go, man. Hey, I'll give you the code word.
And I'll take it. Yes.
Code word. Duke sucks. Let's go.
Yep, that's him. That's him. He knows.
And for anybody else listening, that will not be the code phrase. I'm just letting you know. So let's not get this twisted. That would not be the code phrase. I'm smart enough to change that.
Somebody else standing outside. Duke sucks. Let me in, Duke sucks.
That will not be the code phrase.
Oh,
You know.
that would be
I
hilarious.
can't find it. I have to think
That's all
about
right.
it.
That's
Good.
good.
Oh,
That's all right.
good. Yes.
So.
Good times though. Good stuff.
All right. What else have we learned this year? Or
Darren,
have we
what you
learned
learned this year, brother?
vicariously through others?
Vicariously through others. Unfortunately, I waxed philosophical today, so I didn't really think about the dumb stuff everybody else did this year.
Mhm.
It's not a good lesson that I learned, but I am realizing Trump's never going away.
No,
He may not get elected,
he's never going away.
but he's never going away.
He's never going away.
The minute he announced his running for candidacy again,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, all of his vendors in the Tulsa area, I don't know if they got a union. I don't know. I don't
Signs
know.
went up. Signs went up.
Listen, it was a Saturday. I'm driving around this corner. All of his stuff is back up. Next corner, all of his stuff is back up. I'm like, y'all were just waiting. They were just chomping at the bit. Let's go.
Susie, don't throw them away. We're gonna need them again. Don't throw them
Now,
away.
the question is, did you guys see the NFTs that he was selling?
No.
Okay. So maybe a week or two ago.
Tori and I are both like,
Maybe it was last
what?
week. Yeah, because actually, I think it was like when I got off the boat. So I'm getting off the boat of my cruise. Of course, I'm getting inundated with all of my messages, all of my
Updates and stuff, yeah.
updates and stuff like that. And so there is one of these updates that is, Trump has a major announcement tomorrow. So everybody's like, okay, what in the world is he talking about? The major announcement that he had was that he had limited edition NFTs that he was selling for $99 a card or set or whatever. When I tell you, first of all, now the NFT, there's some valuable NFTs. NFTs are basically it's non-fungible tokens.
Right.
It's part of the next Web3. It's tokens. They're supposed to be limited editions. You can even do books as far as NFTs and stuff like that. When I tell you the garbage that was presented as NFTs, it was not even Marvel or DC. It was literally Trump in like comic form in a lot of ones, like him as like part Rocky, part Superman, standing like this.
I see. That's the one I'm looking at. Yes.
Another one of him like as a cowboy. It's yeah. It was a money grab because he made like a few
Almost $5 million.
Yeah.
In a day.
Yeah.
Excuse
Wow.
me. In a day.
Wow.
Listen, I was having a conversation with a friend not too long ago, particularly about Trump and his presidency, and it didn't get heated, but it definitely got warm. The debate, and one thing that no one could argue with was the man. He knows money, and he knows how to even if he doesn't know the idea, he knows how to pick people who can be creative
He
enough
knows
to
how to
make money.
capitalize on
He
the
knows
people that are gullible. Yes.
He knows well. Well, beyond the gullibility, he knows how to make money. At the end of the day, he does. We can't deny that. But
No, you can't.
one of the things, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's what it was. It was it was my nephew. And he was,
So I'm just showing some of these while you're talking.
yes, if he can, if he can put more money in his pocket, then he's all for him. And I got what he was saying, but I said that my problem is, though he is economically shrewd and astute, there's more to being a president than just the economy.
It is.
And if you don't do a lot of that other part right, the economy don't matter.
It doesn't.
And somehow that shut the conversation down, because again, everybody wanted to be honest.
Right.
You can't say his foreign policy was, the best we've ever seen. You can't say his domestic policy, for that matter, is atrocious.
It was terrible.
So,
and if we're honest, the economy grew as a result of what Obama had done near the end of his term, that created an effect that kept going for a while, right? So, for example, for Trump to say that that Black unemployment was at its lowest under his presidency, well, there were no specific actions that Trump did to cause that. It simply was the way that the economy was going. That was just
the trajectory was already headed that direction.
Right. It was already hitting that way, right? It's like the ball is already dropping and now you take over. It's still just dropping, right? So, yeah, he's not going away anytime soon, but he is going to grift as much as he can from as many as he can.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that sitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now we have his agent in Kerry Lake, who lost the governorship here in Arizona and is still claiming that it was stolen. Still,
but didn't that case get thrown out?
Yes.
What does that mean to someone who has no touch with reality?
I'm just saying. I'm just making a statement.
Even after that, she made a statement that the ruling was actually written by Democratic lawyers. So she's not she's not slowing down. But the new governor and several other government parties are now suing her, saying, look, you're about to cost us money, so we're just going to get it from you right now while we can. Keep it up. Keep talking. Keep wasting money. We'll get yours.
Lord, politics.
Hey.
Gotta love it.
Do we though? I mean,
unfortunately, at the moment, it's the system we have
that
allows this buffoonery.
It is.
And I mean that on both sides. I don't. There's buffoonery on both sides. I lean. Yes, I lean, but I am independent, registered independent.
Yep.
I'm calling them all out. I'm calling them all out. There's buffoonery on both sides.
Every single time.
And so, as long as people are still working for their own agenda, we're going to have very little progress. The question becomes, how do you get an entire body of people who focused on themselves to get where they are, to then turn around and truly become selfless as a body and make decisions truly based on the best interest of the people that they serve? That's an extremely difficult task, period.
And then there's the latest is there's this guy, I forgot where he's from, I had to look it up, but this guy who recently won, who they are finding out that he lied about pretty much everything in his life.
My gosh. What, his degree, like he never graduated from college?
Yes.
He's not Jewish.
He said, I'm Jewish.
Jewish. What?
As in blackish.
What? Seriously? This dude. There, you're right,
man. I need a T-shirt that says that.
When I heard that today, I was like,
hyphen-ish.
What? Yeah, dude, I was
Jew. I'm Jewish. What kind of man? Look. So now what? Now that he's lied.
Oh, he's not stepping down.
That's what I'm saying. It does.
He's in office. He's not stepping down. He says he never said those things. That's what was said during his campaign and like his profile. Well, you never corrected it. Anyway, why am I trying to add logic to this? What's wrong with me?
Because this is how it works. If I can actually create some sense of plausible deniability, I'm
Right.
gonna blame it on my campaign manager. I'm gonna blame it on my website admin. I'm gonna blame it on whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up lie.
Oh, they will. They'll still see. They don't want to lose that seat, Morris. They're not gonna. They're not gonna. Yeah. They're not gonna.
Yeah.
Do that.
If
They will.
if none of that information creates liability for him to hang on to that seat, I promise you, they're gonna be like, have a seat, sit down, sit down. We've had much worse. We've had much worse, and they stuck around. So just chill.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yep. Welcome.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of things that we learned, we also learned that you best keep Jada's name out of your mouth.
Out your mouth.
We just of course I paraphrased a little and edited some things out. So we did learn that just keep her name out of your mouth. If not, you're gonna feel the consequences.
Will Smith will try and emancipate some teeth from your mouth.
I heard the movie wasn't very good.
I heard the opposite.
I've heard it was good, but I y'all know me.
You don't know if you can suffer through another slave movie?
I don't. I refuse to.
Really, slave rebellion. Kevin looked like
it's
tomato.
It's either gonna make me mad or it's gonna inspire me.
It's gonna do one of the two, right?
And I can't afford. I don't want to be made mad right now, and I can't afford to be inspired.
No, so I made the mistake of watching 12 Years a Slave and The Butler during Black History Month. That was a bad move for me. I came out militant. And we were doing Ragtime, the musical, at the same time.
Oh Lord!
Oh man! Amy was like, "You okay?" No, I ain't all right.
Listen,
no, I'm not okay.
I was heated with what was it? The Bobby Hampton story that was it Black Messiah?
Yeah.
See, I never watched that one.
Me neither.
I
can't lie to you. There are some movies that I look at and I just feel like that's gonna cost me.
Yes, that's why I've not watched it yet.
I'm not sure what the price is, but I can feel it. It's gonna cost me something to watch this.
Yes, I'm gonna lose something.
Yeah, I felt a need to watch it just because he was a Chicago figure. In fact, the suburb my parents moved to when I was in high school, that's where he was from. And so the Fred Hampton pool. So Fred Hampton. So I had heard the name. I knew some of the story, but I knew kind of what took place. But just watching it, I was like, So yeah. So if I get that way with that, I definitely can't watch some of the other ones just because it won't be a good look.
It's not gonna be. Now, The Woman King, I plan on watching that again because I just purchased it.
Yes.
I don't purchase a lot of movies now, and you all know why. But that one I wanted to, and I did, and I picked it up 2 days ago. So I'm excited about watching that one again.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about watching that one again. So I'm looking.
It was a good one.
It really was.
I was surprised that Viola Davis actually got nodded for. Was it an Oscar?
Is it Oscar or Golden Globe?
One of the two. But I was surprised. I was actually surprised that she got the nod for that.
She did really well.
She did, but in my personal opinion, her performance of the cast was not the most stellar. Some of those women.
Latasha, what's her name? Latasha Wright or whatever her name is. Yeah, there was the entire cast was phenomenal.
Yeah,
it was. They were all great.
Cast. But the one who's like her second in command.
Yeah.
She was amazing.
Yeah. The daughter. I thought the daughter came.
She was amazing.
Came with
it.
Yeah. And then Yeah. So that's why I was kind of like, okay, I get it, but to me, Viola Davis's performance did not. To me, it wasn't head and shoulders above.
Well, the same thing with Beyonce and Dreamgirls. That Jennifer Hudson's performance was head and shoulders above hers, which is why Jennifer, Hudson got the nod. But of course, it is Beyonce, and her acting skills aren't all that great. Anyway,
or her singing skills. If we're
no, I agree. Oh, we've already set that precedent. I agree with that 100%.
If you haven't learned it yet,
all in
just
caps, overrated.
Because we are recapping things that we've learned this year. I just want to make sure that people have learned. If you don't know, Beyonce is overrated. I just want to communicate that she's overrated.
I second that motion.
Hopefully, that's a lesson that you'll carry over to 2023 and beyond.
Because will she still be overrated? I think she will be. Yes.
Yeah. If this is rated, she's over.
Way over.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
We can't forget about that one product that increased the sales of toilet paper this year. The pink sauce.
Forgot all about that.
Never. Shit.
I hear you, Morris. But
thank you, Morris.
Darian, my personal leaning out of that group is who? Miss Kelly.
Miss
Kelly Rowland. Yeah.
Kelly Rowland.
And I agree with you there. If I had to pick of the three, Kelly would be,
Oh yeah, hands down.
I say that the only difference, and you guys have heard me say this, the only difference between Beyonce and Ralph Tresvant is Beyonce had better marketing.
Wow. Dang. Come on.
Bro, that is brutal. Okay. He had what, 2 hits or 1.5 hits?
Yep.
By himself?
Did he? I thought he had one.
Morris, you are right. He had Sensitivity, and then he had one other song that was kind of a half a hit.
Yeah, it was that's what I said, 1.5 hits after. Yeah. Just, yeah. Ooh, that's a low blow.
That is.
well, and just to prove my point again, really, it's kind of like they made a deal with each other because her and Jay-Z, in my opinion, the whole Bonnie and Clyde thing helped Jay-Z to go to the next level.
It did.
And it resurrected, or it basically made Beyonce's career. It put her on.
Yeah, she's an entertainer for sure. Singer, great singer, it's mediocre.
Because I mean, think about it. When before the whole Bonnie and Clyde thing, what was her big hit? Wasn't it Bootylicious?
All the Single Ladies?
No, I think it was Bootylicious from
Bootylicious is
the Gold.
That was Destiny's Child.
Was it? Okay. So whatever her song was from the Gold Member soundtrack.
I don't even own anything she's done so far. So
exactly. So whatever that was the hit, that was her big hit at that time. And it was like, it's okay. But then when her and Jay-Z, the Crazy in Love, Bonnie and Clyde thing, then it was like, oh, Jay and Beyonce. And if you notice, that was about the same time that Jay started moving funny with Dame Dash and moving away from Rockefeller. So
right.
That's when that happened? I thought it was okay. All right.
It was shortly after that, yeah. Because remember,
I mean,
there's a whole
are you questioning Kevin's knowledge right now?
That's why I stopped. If you notice, I stopped mid-sentence. If you'll rewind that real quick, you will realize quick. I said, and just stop. Silence. Dead air. It's like, who I was talking to. My bad.
Real quick.
Yeah.
My bad, homie.
I keep forgetting. Kevin probably actually goes through these entire shows in his mind prior to us actually getting on here. So yeah.
No, but you all also know I just have lots of random useless knowledge that just kind of sticks in my head.
That's okay. That is all right.
I just random useless stuff that I'm like, oh, let's pull that out now.
Interesting. Okay. Very interesting.
Because there's also the thought that Jay-Z was upset because Aaliyah was really more into Dame and Jay-Z couldn't get Aaliyah. And that's what also helped to cause the breakup between Jay-Z and Dame.
I hope that's not true.
That's too much for me to worry about right now.
I really hope that's not true.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really, really hope that's not
a
true.
lot of drama.
Because, well, yeah. Anyway, I don't.
That's a lot of drama.
That is a
Not
whole lot of drama.
was it not Aaliyah? Was it Aaliyah? Was the one that died? Yes, it was
Yeah.
Aaliyah. Tarsha, I love you.
Oh, wow.
That's your
Hey.
partner in crime, sir.
Hey, none like your partner to keep it straight.
But she knows more often than not. She'll try and check, and then she'll be like, "Oh, you know what? You're right."
Oh man.
Pedo.
Ooh, Pedo Wars. Pedo Wars. That's deep.
Yeah.
How old was she at the time? Was she that young?
I think she was legal at that time. Because when Aaliyah died,
still legal. Legal among 30-year-olds is still kind of bad.
Yes. Well, what's checking? He's
How
checking
old
something.
Leah was when she passed?
Okay.
She was in her 20s. She was in her early 20s, if I'm not mistaken.
well, when she met Dame Dash, she was 21.
Okay.
And he was 29. So
Okay, not too bad.
right.
Yeah, not too bad. They're probably equal maturity level.
Yeah.
At the time. Man. Interesting. So he couldn't. What's never gonna break up business or real friendship is going to be a woman we're trying to date.
Right.
It's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
That's just not gonna happen.
So
No, date? Come on, bro. Neither one of you. Come on, man. Move on.
well,
bro.
it did break up the 5 heartbeats. And as y'all know, that is my all-time, one of my all-time favorite movies. I will watch that whenever it's on. Just like I'll watch probably Friday, the original Friday, whenever it's on.
I ain't mad at you.
Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall.
Oh,
show 'em,
man.
Dresser.
When you can quote the movie from beginning to end, you've officially
watched it quite a bit.
too many times. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep. And I experienced that movie for the first time this year. I told y'all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told y'all that. And I loved it.
it.
Mr. Townsend did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of his last hits.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. You know what though? The beautiful thing about Hollywood is you can make enough money to where if you bomb a couple of times and no one ever wants to work with you again, you can just go,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, shoot, I saw Robert Townsend's name pop up with the Best Man.
Series. He executive produces and produces a lot actually.
And I don't know if y'all have peeped it yet because I know it just dropped.
We started watching it.
We finished it and it was really good. I enjoyed it. And I mean, there were some things like, oh, come on, no, we don't want this to happen. But overall, yeah, it was good. Good closure too. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I think I stopped at episode 2. Those are some thick episodes, man.
Yeah,
but that's a lot going on in those jokers.
Between 45 and an hour long. And honestly, I was really skeptical about them doing it this way in the series versus just another movie. But from what they covered and how they covered it, there's no way you could do it in the movie. There's no way. Yeah. And no, I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not going to give anything away. You know me, Tarsha. I ain't going to do that to y'all. I ain't going to do it.
I think we're on episode 4, maybe going into 5.
Yeah, I think there's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm very happy with it. It's how there are some movies where it's like you want the story to continue. Because the first one, it was like, okay, it's great. It was fine really as a standalone.
Yes, it was.
But then they came back and did 2, so it's like, okay, so this story continues,
You
and
wanted
now
it
it's
to
like
continue.
you want more.
Yes, and that's
I
exactly
told
what you
Tarsha that the other one that I want more of, only because one, I think that the way it ended was there's more behind it, and one, I want that ending to kind of be erased from people's mind, is the Why Did I Get Married series.
Yes, I agree.
Because they need to redeem that whole Rock as the love interest for Janet Jackson.
Yeah, and then it just ends.
Yeah.
And we're like,
they need to redeem that.
What? Yeah.
Well, technically.
Oh, what's up, Steve?
Technically, he wasn't even a love interest. They just happened to see each other.
Right. Well, I mean,
and then she gets
alluded
all
that it was love
coy.
interest.
Yeah.
It
was implied that was her
Yes.
replacement after fix it. Fix it.
How was that again, Kev? How was that?
Fix it. Now, in that one, I'll give Janet acted her behind off.
She did.
And
She
part
did.
of it was we found out that it was happening when Michael passed away too. So some of those emotions that she pulled up
raw.
were
They were very raw.
She did phenomenal.
Mhm.
I would like to see at least another installment of that story to just close it out to kind of where are they now type of thing. So
I agree. Well, it depends on where Tyler Perry's putting his focus too. So I mean,
he putting it in cookie cutter TV shows right now.
Oh my God, there's so many of them. There's so
listen.
many.
I
refuse to watch The Oval. I refuse.
That's the one I
to
was
watch
that
that show. I watched
the first like 5 minutes of it. I was like, this is trash, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I refuse to watch that.
Have trash here.
Yes, I refuse to watch that show.
Because even the commercials are just like, what in the world is this?
Yes, I'm not investing any time in that whatsoever. There's no way.
So,
I just saw.
I'd rather watch The Sound of Music on loop versus watching that TV show.
Oh my God!
No, I take that back because Sound of Music is it's not great, but it's long. I'd rather watch White Christmas, and I hate that movie. I'd rather watch that one on loop than watch The Oval. I can't stand White Christmas. With Bing Crosby, I can't stand that movie. And yeah, I said it, y'all. I don't like White Christmas. It's boring and it's terrible.
I'd love to give a review, but I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through either. So
you ain't missing anything. It snows at the end. That's it. It snows at the end.
Morrison is his version of a Mexican soap opera.
You're not wrong, from what I can tell. You're not wrong, Morris. Because a lot of that stuff is trash. Well, soap operas in general are just trash. Just
hilarious. Us. How did this turn into hot takes, boy?
When does it not turn into hot takes?
It's lessons that we learned this year. And
exactly. What
of those
we
lessons
learn
are
this
still
year?
ongoing.
Listen.
Right, and I saw a commercial for The Oval, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching that, man.
This is turning quickly into three grumpy old men.
You can call me what you want. My insurance is cheaper. That's all I know. Hey, you can call me whatever you want to.
Oh, man. Too funny.
And chocolate ice cream is still the nastiest flavor ice cream ever made.
Bro, I almost sent you a video.
Of what?
I walked into a store and found a store that actually sells candy corn year round.
Why would you tell me that?
Cause I'm like, bro, I got your stash right here. Anytime you need it, it's right here. It's literally up the street from me. I got you.
I'm good.
Year round. I'm like, oh, I got you in Satori.
Don't tell Kia that. Well, she only buys it. She only wants it during Halloween time anyway. So, yeah.
Year round, bro. Year round.
I'm good. Morris, we ain't judging you, bro. We get it. We ain't judging you. No judgment here, sir.
What were we not judging him on?
He said he watches
Sisters for his own personal reasons.
We get it.
Thesis research.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was making dinner one day, and Kia pulled it up on Plex, and I'm like, "What you watching?" She said, "Sisters." I'm like, "Okay, never mind." Then I was like,
I'm leaning in real quick, like,
"Right,
Yep.
well, hold on."
right. You got a bowl.
And
You
before,
wasn't even making nothing with that was in a bowl.
before my wife tells on me, I watch it too. So Morris, you already know.
Ain't no shame, bro. Ain't no shame. It's all right.
Obviously, I need to catch up.
Hey, I mean, she got me in the First Wives Club, so that's actually really. He said, "Good Lord."
Now, the one thing with Sisters is that like each episode covers like 5 minutes of real time. Like they drag stuff out. Morris, you can attest to this.
Really?
Like they drag, like the one, like storylines have been going on for like 2 seasons.
Oh, that's.
Oh, they ain't got no good writers.
Let's
It's
drag
like, look.
this out. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. That's literally a soap opera. That's what they do.
Yeah, Morris backs me up. Like you'll watch an episode, you're like, we got like 5 centimeters of movement on this whole thing.
Hey, soap operas are no different. Time lapse, 7 minutes. What?
Yeah.
The Black 24. What the heck?
What?
What is the Black 24?
You remember 24?
Yeah.
The show 24?
Yeah.
And so every episode was an hour.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. That was
the entire season. It was one day. The entire season was one
legit,
day.
though. Hey,
yes.
It was legit.
That's
Jack Bauer?
Pretty much how this was. Look, that's a show that if it came back, I tune in all the time. Like the original Jack Bauer. The second one that they did with the black guy was okay.
The one that played Dre.
Yes.
And Straight Outta Compton. Yeah.
Exactly, Morris. Who is the baby daddy? That's what we want to know. We've been waiting like 6 seasons to know who the baby daddy is.
What? Oh, I would have given up a long time.
Yeah, it's like y'all listen. Just have the baby already and tell us who the father is.
See, that sounds like Empire to me. That's why after season 2, I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Y'all killing me.
Good night. Okay.
Speaking of Empire, this is a terrible segue. You know, people compare Empire and Power. So, Kev, I did finish. What's it?
Ghost?
No, Raising Cain. Cain. Was it?
Oh, Raising Canaan.
Yes, I did finish it. I started it back up. I got through season 1, finished season 2. Okay. Yeah. It's legit.
Yeah. Yep.
It holds its own for sure.
Yep.
Because in the very beginning, I was like, oh, this is dragging. But no, it picked up real quick.
Yep.
And I just finished season 2.
Yep.
It was good stuff.
Okay.
Oh, did you all ever watch Your Honor with Bryan Cranston? He was a judge.
No.
Son, car wreck. Oh, was that? I didn't think that was coming back for a second season, and it is. So now I'm really intrigued. So, yeah, this is the last season of Snowfall. I don't know if y'all know that or not. It's just that this was coming to an end. So, I mean, with John Singleton
not watching television.
Yeah, with John Singleton not being in the picture, I'm really concerned of how it's going to end. So,
yeah, but I mean, it's even without because he's been gone since what season 2, 3, like that.
I think at the end of season,
so
he wasn't there for season 4. So I think season 3 was when he passed, if I'm not mistaken.
And so it's still been good.
It has
been just a matter of how they ended, right?
Yes,
I think that's because he may have had in his mind the entire vision of how it ends.
Right.
But it's a matter of how this ends. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Because the challenge, I think, with any show is when you know that it's coming to an end, you want the ending to be to be a solid ending for everything else that's happened before. You don't want it thrown together like Lost was, right? You want an ending that makes sense. Sons of Anarchy.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking
Bad. Sons of Anarchy. Yes.
Those endings. It was like, okay, I'm satisfied. I'm good.
I was.
Yeah, Law and Order is like on season 32 or something like that. I think
Dude,
Law and Order was.
It's like 28. It's insane.
I feel like I was watching Law and Order when I was like 3 years old. It's just
Because you probably were.
that
Dude,
thing.
You start from season 1.
Ashley
Yeah.
was like 2 years old when that show started.
Yeah.
Bum bum. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Is Grey's Anatomy still going?
yes, like
I think they're
18
ending those
seasons.
soon, though.
Oh, they've been saying they were ending soon for the past 4 seasons.
19 seasons.
Yes, they've been ending. It was supposed to be the season after Derek Shepherd died, and that was a long time ago.
Wow. So
Yeah.
how do we well?
Hey, Shonda's like, hey, they keep watching. I'm gonna keep making. Let's keep writing. I
But
can't
yeah,
blame her.
Shonda, like she ended How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal well.
And, yep.
Right. Because remember, for a while,
She had
Scandal
family
was like
pra- she had-
must see TV.
She had private practice too. She had that one. But they were all her stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. Good question, Morris. Very, very good question.
It is. So I can't think of.
Yeah, I don't think I ever
That was
got
his
into
fault.
Grey's
That
Anatomy.
was his fault, though.
But yeah,
That was Isaiah Washington's fault. Yeah.
What did he do?
Said something about a gay coworker, gay actor.
Yeah.
Something slander or something like that. I forgot what it was, and they wrote him off. I mean, they wrote him off real quick. Real quick. Like
it was
homegirl.
like he went out the door and then got in an accident or something like that.
Well, no, he got in that. No, he was still on. It was he stood homegirl up at the altar. Christina. He is a great actor, though.
Yeah.
But what have you seen him in since then, though? Nothing.
Bro, you can't.
He's been blackballed.
There's certain things. Yeah, you might as well have said something racist quicker than that in Hollywood.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
in Hollywood. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, you had to know that was going to come back to bite you. But man,
yeah, it came back hard. It came back hard, and Shauna didn't want to, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Ooh.
Has he done much of notice? I would say he may have done stuff, but anything of notice?
No, I'm looking at a lot of like straight to video type stuff. It looks like he was on the 100 for a little bit,
Never watched that show.
which was a CW show.
CW show, which is why I didn't watch it.
But
Dude, I stay away from CW stuff, man.
Why?
yeah, he's not really been.
Because in CW we're like Flash and Green Arrow.
But wasn't All American CW?
Is All American CW?
Yep.
Okay, well that's one of the exceptions.
Yeah.
Hey, but they have that whole teenage angst in that one too. So that
Even though they're all like 40 years old.
Listen,
right.
I don't know what I was thinking. I decided to look those jokers up. 31, 34.
Oh.
I was like, what? I can't even watch the show anymore. I can't even watch it anymore.
They didn't like that when I was in high school.
No, not at all.
Didn't like that when I was in high school.
Very true, Morris.
You're spot on.
Anything else? You're okay? That
Yeah. That not in Hollywood, man. not in Hollywood. No.
Not even close.
No, that's not even just with the actors. You got that was just dumb. That was just painfully dumb.
It was. I'm just like, bro, what were you
and Hollywood's fickled anyway. Hollywood's fickled anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't I hate roaches and we can't put you on the the next Bug's Life. We're questioning whether or not you'd be
we saw you kill a fly on video, so PETA is mad at us. We can't have you in the next Bug Life.
We can't have you. We just can't, and if we can't have you in the next Bug Life, then somebody's gonna ask at that point, well, why didn't they take them? Well, there was a little bit of controversy with something they did. Oh, we better not do it too. And here comes the snowball effect. You're not working.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Anywhere.
No.
He had one cameo appearance on Grey's, but that was when Christina was leaving and they set it up for her to take over for him, but he was like overseas or something. So he had like one small appearance, which I was really surprised to see that he was even back. So, huh? What happened to
Yeah, what
Alfonso
happened?
Ribeiro?
What Alfonso do this time?
Alfonso Ribeiro? You mean?
Yeah.
Carlton.
Yes.
What happened to him? Morris, you got to let us know.
Yeah.
Last time I looked up, he
Because
was
I'm not
still
seeing
doing
anything.
America's
Yeah.
Funniest Home Videos. Because if something happened, we missed that topic altogether.
Completely.
Talked about never being vegan.
We're
Yeah,
all
I'm
over
not
here
sure.
typing. This doesn't
I know,
make
right?
sense.
We're looking like you
All right,
you dropped something hot.
we're searching.
Talk to us, bro.
Talk to us, man.
Apparently got me crazy statements about him and white girls. Let's chalk that up to not surprising, but okay.
Yeah. So
what would he possibly say? Well, I can see why it's controversial. He's married to a white woman.
Right. But did he go all Tay Diggs? Is that what he did or what? I mean,
Jesus.
and I like Tay Diggs. I mean,
Tay Diggs. No, the reason why I'm reacting like this is because Tay Diggs, he doesn't know how to just stay in his lane. He has to swing
from one side all the, you know what? Because he feels the need to have.
I'll never be with another black woman ever. All right, the white woman messes up. I'll never be with another. It's like, dude,
bro,
shut up and love who you love. Okay, just hush.
Exactly. It is. I mean,
just hush. You know.
I'm gonna have to look it up. We're gonna have to look it up and see.
Oh man.
Oh,
okay,
is
man.
there a video, Morris?
See, now we're gonna have to get a whole show.
Right? Because I'm looking.
So I'm gonna tell you the next week's episode, unless something else comes up, next week's show is going to be misleading song lyrics. For example, we talked about the most stalkerish songs being "Can We Talk?"
Always Be My Baby.
Yep. So we're gonna talk about some of the.
I'm telling you, read the lyrics. Almost Be My Baby. I'm telling you, always be my baby. Psh, do I need to look it up and read the lyrics to you?
Or If Only for One Night by Luther Vandross. Let me hold you tight. If only for one night. Let me keep you near to ease away your fears. It will be so nice. If only for one night.
Yeah, that sounds.
Wow.
That sounds.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that sounds very trafficky. Very trafficky type. Yeah, that's not cool. Not cool at all.
We'll have to come back and click on that link when because Morris dropped a link in the comments.
Man, listen,
what from here, but yeah.
What is up with people writing these lyrics to these songs that we make hits?
Hey, I mean, this line from "Always Be My Baby." No, you'll always be part of me. I'm part of you indefinitely. Boy, you don't. Boy, you don't know. Boy, don't you know you can't escape me, oh darling, because you'll always be my baby, and we'll linger on. Time can't erase the feeling this strong. No way, you're never going to shake me, because you'll always be my baby. What?
No. That's that was Shelby's theme song. That was Shelby's theme song right there. Good night.
Then you need to watch the TV show then. You need to watch the series then. You mean Shelby from Best Man?
Yes, I'm watching.
Oh, are you currently watching it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you already know.
Yes.
We'll bring them away because I've got one from New Edition, and y'all know New Edition is my group.
Love New Edition, man.
What's the title?
Questionable lyrics. I forget what, but it's one song. They're like, she was only 13. It was a young girl heartbreak. It was any heartbreak.
How old were they at the time?
They were grown.
I was hoping you said this. This is when they first came out. They were kids.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. She was
Well,
only
even with that,
13.
here's the problem. Even with that, an adult wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So even
She
with
was
that,
only 13. It was a young girl heartbreak. People think we're yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So but that'll
All
be our
right.
topic next week, unless we have something that comes up, if there's not a purge or aliens invade or something else.
Now, we'll tell you, I was given a request for a topic.
What was
Okay.
that?
Now, this topic can last, so we don't have to necessarily jump on it. The whole Jamal
Jump
Bryant,
on it. Jump on. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
the Jamal Bryant controversy.
The who?
Jamal
Jamal
Bryant.
Bryant. Jamal Harrison Bryant.
Oh, what am I missing? What happened?
Let's just say he has a great idea to increase tithes and offerings within the church and put those tithes and offerings to use and make sure that everyone has a
I love this political approach. Kevin, I love this political.
everyone gets back to nature and has a Garden of Eden experience.
Okay,
Because there are
Tori.
some trees that God told us that we couldn't touch, and there are other trees that he didn't say anything about. And Jamal is like, he ain't say nothing about that
He ain't say
tree.
nothing about these trees.
So why can't the church be involved with growing these trees?
His logic, it's hard to argue with his logic. Hard to argue with it. But anyway, like I said, that was
That'll be
actually a
another discussion.
request. Yes.
Yes,
Like, can we
yeah.
please
That's
touch
a
that?
good one.
Mhm.
Yep.
So look
I'm
at
gonna need to look that up.
Yeah.
oh, bro, yeah. It was an interview. Very unexpected. And
Said Nino Brown goes to church. Hey,
hey,
I just literally
listen.
typed in Jamal Bryant and trees and went. Seriously, that's literally what I typed in: Jamal Bryant and trees, and just a whole list.
yes,
Listen,
sir.
I have said before that I said the only difference really between your average drug dealer and a business owner is the commodity. If we're honest, many of these guys that are selling drugs and they just have a product that is not acceptable. I mean,
Happens to be illegal. Yeah.
right.
Right.
So
But their business acumen is undeniable.
No,
Matter
it
of
is.
fact,
Right.
matter of fact, it's better than average because of the level of secrecy that they have to have.
Mhm.
The ability to know your stuff in and out without record. Yeah. And that has
and the
always been.
supply chain, and they don't have to worry. They figure out supply chain issues really quick.
I mean, there is. I was going to say something, then I read his comment. I'm like, whatever I say right now, it's not even going to matter. I'm just.
Oh, Morris.
Right, listen, we have got to end it. We are over our time. We completely got off. We were supposed to talk about lessons that we learned, and it turned into this
Hot takes and a hot mess. But we love doing what we do.
Exactly. Exactly. And that lets you know, again, this is completely unscripted, completely off the top, off the dome. Where we end up may not be where we started, but we're here.
It never is.
So
Never is.
all right, so that's it for this episode. Everyone have a happy new year. We will see you all in 2023.
Yes, sir.
Have a great one. Be blessed.
Well, you know what his new church slogan is going to be? Puff, puff, pass.